Hi, Kelsey. This is your one-year follow-up from your mini gastric bypass with Dr. Robert Rutledge. Do we have your legal permission to put your video on the internet?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so do you want to tell us how your year has been since you've had your surgery?
Yeah, I had the mini gastric bypass a year ago, and starting weight was 282 on the day of surgery. I was a size 24-26, and today I'm 161. I have to be sure to say the 161. I'm wearing a size 6 or 8. I had polycystic ovarian syndrome before surgery, and through working with a fertility doctor just recently, I have found out that my hormone levels are perfectly fine and normal, and had an ultrasound recently and really saw what my ovaries are looking like now. They used to be very round. When you have PCOS, they get very round instead of oval, and that's how mine used to be. They had the pearl necklace that sits on there, looked like Swiss cheese, all that before. Now, my ovaries are oval, like they're supposed to be. They no longer have the cysts all over them. My uterus lining is doing what it's supposed to, and so my fertility doctor so far is telling me that there is no indication that I ever had PCOS like I used to. So that's been something that's really neat for me. I have the thinning hair and the facial hair problem and stuff, and those are still there, those symptoms. My adult acne, though, has gone away since the surgery. I used to get really bad acne from my PCOS, and I no longer have to deal with that anymore. I had the darkening of the skin at certain spots, and I no longer have that either. That went away really quickly after surgery. Something else I wanted to bring up was about the gluten-free diet. I was gluten-free before surgery, and I would hear people talk about how hard bread was on their stomachs and stuff post-op, and I really wasn't having that problem with my gluten-free breads, my gluten-free noodles, whatever I was baking that was gluten-free. And so through talking to Dr. Rutledge today in clinic, we're kind of starting to discover that maybe more people would really benefit from going gluten-free. Post-op, I did, after a while, try regular bread, sweet breads, and it was horrible. It was horrible. For me, it was constipation and the pain and the stuff like that. And so I would really encourage anyone that has had weight loss surgery to try gluten-free if you're having a problem with your carbs.
You can also do a blood test for that too, so if they want to, they can add it into their yearly lab work. That's something that we might want to do, since we seem to have a run on that.
Yeah, and speaking of lab results, I got my 1 year's back last week, and everything's looking really good. The only thing that was low was my liver panel, but Dr. Rutledge says that's perfectly fine for that to be low. At least it's not high. And so my lab results are really good. My iron and my calcium and my protein and all that stuff. So those are doing really good. And I just wanted to say, since surgery, I can go horseback riding and not feel like I'm killing the horse, and I can go to dance classes and not feel like I'm the fattest person there, and I can wear an anklet. That was one of my non-scale victories, that I wanted to be able to wear an anklet, not have huge ankles anymore. And so it's all those little things, fitting into seats properly and not having your arms over on the other people sitting next to you, and just living my life, getting on the floor with my daughters and playing. And I thank Dr. Rutledge so much for coming up with this surgery and for my recovery being really a breeze. It has been a breeze, a little bit of adjusting to the constant eating. I am constantly eating. That's how I feel the best, if I constantly am just snacking throughout the day instead of trying to eat a meal. And so, but it's a small price to pay for all the life I've gained.
So I just want to quickly, on the gluten-free diet, are your kids, do you have your children on that also?
Yes.
And they're doing, okay, I just
they do fine. You know, we are so lucky to live nowadays and in this country where you have so many resources open to you for gluten-free cookies and the different little snacks and stuff that people like to take with them on picnics or whatever. Just, there's a lot out there available.
Okay, thank you.